The pursuit of traditional ironwork is the pursuit of technical perfection, aesthetic beauty, and working within a lineage of traditional structure where we're embracing the past and incorporating it into what we're doing now. And I think that there will always be a place in metalwork at any time for something that's beautiful and something that's well made. Should I introduce who I am? Yeah. I'm Gabriel Craig. I'm the president of the Historic Blacksmith Conservancy. I got involved with the Historic Blacksmith Conservancy because I saw the potential in an idea. And that idea was to grow a community of people that were interested in history and interested in preserving our aesthetic heritage as blacksmiths. And when I came into the leadership of the organization, what I wanted to do was accelerate that. And I wanted to accelerate it by sharing more resources, making more information publicly available, and creating platforms for people to engage with that material.
This is from a 1928 Samuel Yellen project at the New York Life Building in New York.
Recently, the Historic Blacksmith Conservancy was asked to give a demonstration of Georgian ironwork for an audience at a large blacksmithing conference. And 4 members, including myself, were able to look at a historic work from Samuel Yellen and develop a project and execute it, demonstrating how Georgian ironwork was interpreted by a 20th century master, and then representing that interpretation to a wide audience of more than 1,000 blacksmiths. So that's something I'm really proud of, because we're able to take a historic style from English ironwork and breaking it down into steps and showing how you eat an elephant one bite at a time. The most important project that we've undertaken at the Conservancy is to purchase the Samuel Yellen tool collection, which will allow viewers to have a window into the methodology of one of the greatest blacksmiths of the 20th century. Samuel Yellen was not only a master craftsman, but also a scholar of Western ironwork with expertise in French, English, German, and Italian ironwork from the Middle Ages through the 18th century. When people are learning the craft, if they don't understand the history of the medium that they're working in, they can spend time reinventing the wheel because they don't know what came before them. They don't know that these things have already been established. They don't know that people have already solved the problems that they're working on. So if they have a good base of historical knowledge, they can be standing on the shoulders of giants and continue to evolve the craft in a way that respects and incorporates and takes the best aspects of what's already happened and progresses them and pushes that lineage forward. I think that the way that an organization becomes financially stable is by building a community around the thing that everyone's passionate about. And the way that we facilitate that community is by creating these digital resources where anyone can just come to our website and immediately there's the information that allows them to become knowledgeable about the resources like the Samuel Yellen tool collection, the publications like George Dixon's Traditional Metalsmith that illustrate the techniques and explain them to allow people to try things, creating videos of demonstrations and interpretation of how to do these traditional techniques. So the website then becomes like a platform, and it becomes like a one-stop place for people to engage with traditional ironwork. And in a way, I'm hoping that in the next 5 years, we demystify what traditional ironwork is. And maybe the best way that I've ever heard to encapsulate why a traditional approach makes sense is a quote by Gustav Mahler, the composer. And he said that tradition is not the worship of ashes, but it's the preservation of fire, which has this really beautiful resonance with what we're doing, because it's obviously we're in the fire literally, but we're not just trying to preserve something for the sake of preserving it. We're not worshiping something just because it came before us. There is something really essential and something really beautiful about, keeping a tradition alive.